what do you think is the best fix for the Veterans Administration? Do you think Mr. Trump can get it fixed in his first term? Boy, that's really a good question. I've spent a lot of time on the Veterans Administration. I gave a speech at the American Enterprise Institute in the summer of 2015 in August, calling for a very bold, dramatic overhaul. I have watched a good, solid businessman, Secretary McDonald, who had done a very good job at Procter & Gamble, just get totally surrounded by the government union and by the bureaucrats, so that this week he made this weird statement that waiting in line for the hospital if you're a veteran is like waiting in line at Disneyland if you're there with your family, which just got him roundly criticized by everybody, because it's not like, I mean, if you're waiting to go into a hospital, it's not the same thing as waiting to go ride Dumbo at Disneyland or Disney World, either one. So I think in that sense, excuse me, I think in that sense, there's a huge, deep problem at the Veterans Administration. I think the key for Donald Trump is going to be pretty simple and pretty difficult. If you're really serious about fixing the Veterans Administration so that the bureaucracy focuses on serving veterans, not on protecting itself, you have to change the law to make it possible to fire bad bureaucrats. There's no other way to do this. I don't care what you try to do or how you try to do it. There is no way to solve this problem if you are not prepared to take on the union and to insist on the right to fire bad bureaucrats. Now, one recent case that I think illustrates how horrifying this is that the union in Puerto Rico intervened with the Veterans Administration. I'm going to put it in a cough drop because I have a dry throat. Intervened with the Veterans Administration to insist that they rehire a bureaucrat who had confessed to armed robbery. Now, their reasoning for why she should be rehired is really amazing. They pointed out that her immediate superior was a convicted sexual predator, and that person's superior had demonstrated drug problems. So in other words, instead of saying let's get rid of all three of them, the union was saying no, let's keep the armed robber since we're already keeping the sexual predator and we're already keeping the person that has a drug addiction problem. That's why, and if you're serious about fixing the Veterans Administration, you have to be serious about reestablishing the right to fire bad bureaucrats. And if you propose that bill, then Washington, D.C. is going to start looking like Madison, Wisconsin, when Governor Walker had the courage to demand real reform and people came out of the woodwork to oppose it. I think it can be done. I think Donald Trump may be the one person with the courage and the strength to do it. But you shouldn't kid yourself. The Veterans Administration is a disastrously bad institution with a substantial number of corrupt people because the Government Employees Union protects them and is prepared to do anything it has to keep bad people in place, even at the cost of veterans' lives.